Moin Leute und herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Video hier auf meinem Kanal. Heute spielen wir mal Getting Over It. Der eine oder andere von euch wird das Game sicherlich schon kennen. Ich habe mir gedacht, komm, das ist die auch mal, spielst es. Ob es wirklich so schlimm ist. Ich habe vorher ein bisschen probiert. Ja, das ist es. Es ist genauso schlimm. Und ich dachte, das könnte witzig werden, wenn ich mal ein Video drüber mache. Mal gucken, wie ich mich jetzt schlage. Auf jeden Fall starten wir jetzt direkt rein. So, da sind wir auch schon in unserem Kessel. So, ja, jetzt erstmal um den Baum. Oh nein, jetzt, ach geil, jetzt hängen wir. Passt, alles gut. Pro-Gamer.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Wie gesagt, Pro-Gamer.
Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always, even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
Let's go.
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault, as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real.
Okay, letztes Mal, habe ich es auch
When you're
geschafft.
building a video game world, you're building with ideas, and that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable.
Nein.
And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Oh boy. Oh, der war gut. Der war gut, der war gut, der war gut. Ja. Nein. Ja, nein, 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 nein. Okay, okay, okay. Ganz ruhig, ganz ruhig, ganz ruhig. Also, wir müssen jetzt erstmal überlegen. Also, wir müssen da ja obviously hoch. Aber. Okay. Abschlossen. Nein, nein. Ah, Junge. Nein. Nein, nein, nein. Warum dreht er sich im Kreis? Mann. Ja, 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 ja. Der Baum, der sieht so aus, als hätte er keine Collision. Ich vertraue dem nicht. Oh. Ja, bitte. Ja. Nein.
And for the most part, that hasn't happened. Because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context. And once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. Be games, be movies, be music, be philosophy. Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted. There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, Scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
Da kann ich doch, ja.
In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things?
Nein!
Oh, you just lost a lot of progress.
Okay, Gott sei Dank fällt mir hier nicht ganz runter. Ja, das war jetzt nicht ganz so schlimm. Okay, das war einfach nur schlecht. Das war einfach nur schlecht. Halt, stopp. Nein. Nein!
Sorry about that.
Wenigstens sind wir nicht ganz runtergefallen und sind noch...
Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
Das war jetzt gerade nicht mit Absicht. Das sah jetzt so aus, als wäre das voll mit Absicht. Bitte glaub mir, es war nicht mit Absicht. Komm so, jawohl. Irgendwie funktioniert's. Ich weiß nicht genau, wie ich es mache, aber es funktioniert irgendwie. Das ist das Wichtigste. Dass es irgendwie funktioniert. So, jetzt durch und drüber, jawohl. So, hier hoch, dann einmal ganz entspannt auf den Grill. Schön mit der, jawohl. So muss das. So nicht, so nicht, so nicht. Ich muss mich hier ein bisschen anwinkeln. Nein, so ist auch falsch. Hier muss ich anwinkeln. So, und dann. Ja, perfekt. Aha, ja. Ganz ruhig. Oh. Einfach der Pro. Speedrunner werden jetzt halt schon 20 Mal mit dem Game durch. Aber ich bin nur Pro-Gamer, ich bin kein Speedrunner. Look at this. Oh mein Gott, das können nur Pro-Gamer. Solche Skills. Hier habe ich vorher von unten gemacht. Das ging sehr schlecht aus. Das heißt, ich werde es mal dann von außen versuchen, den Hammer rumzuschwingen. Ja. Nein. Pro Gamer. Ja, fast. Ich wollte es nochmal von vorn machen, ja. Weil es hat so viel Spaß gemacht. Ich wollte jetzt nochmal die Passage machen. Jetzt bin ich mit Absicht darunter gefallen. Hm. Ja, hier rüber jetzt. Alles gut, so viel Spaß. Pro Gamer. Mhm. So. Gehen wir mal hier hin, hier rüber, zack, hier. Okay, akzeptiere ich so. Mhm. Die Treppen sind echt scheiße. Nein. Ach Mann, Digga. Was hast du gerade gesagt für ein Zitat, glaube ich, war das? Ich hab dir nicht zugehört, sorry. Ich muss mich auf meine Pro-Gaming-Movements konzentrieren. Das war Skill, das hier. Das war kein Luck, das war alles purer Skill. Alles purer Skill.
Within me a peace above all earthly dignities, a still and quiet conscience. William Shakespeare.
So, also ich würde sagen, das war es jetzt fürs erste Mal mit dem Video. Mal gucken, ob ich noch ein paar Videos zu dem Game mache. Mal gucken, ob ich es irgendwann auch mal schaffen werde, das Game durchzuspielen. Oder nicht. Auf jeden Fall hoffe ich, ihr hattet Spaß beim Zusehen. Und dann wünsche ich euch noch einen schönen Tag. Bis zum nächsten Video. Ciao. She got me bad, yeah, she got me feeling it now, a feeling I've never had. I'm falling hard, yeah, this ain't a fad.